Hello to Tesla News, my name is Marian, and in today's episode I'm going to talk about the Giga Shanghai output, Tesla stock upside and the Tesla charging. And for tomorrow I have already prepared for you Tesla News, Roadrunner and Tesla Energy guys, so do stay tuned for all my episodes coming every single day and do subscribe to not miss any of them. And now we're going to dive into today's first point, which is the Giga Shanghai output, because we do have different informations, different rumors on how many cars will be produced and delivered in 2021. To summarize it really fast, I believe that Tesla is really planning in a conservative way. They have said they will increase by around 50% this year. They could likely be higher this year. So if you take 50% from the 500,000 cars, we are looking at around a growth towards 750,000 cars. On the other hand, if we look into the entire production capacity, which is in Fremont around 500,000 to 600,000, and we look at the full capacity in Giga Shanghai of 450 to 550,000 cars, we are already looking at a total capacity of over 1 million cars. Taking this in consideration, I believe the 750,000 cars is really conservative. Looking into Shanghai, just as a reminder, last year we had locally in China 137,000 Model 3s sold. This is not including the Model 3s that were exported, especially to Europe. A lot of cars also went to Germany, Netherlands, Norway, etc. I don't have the exact numbers for that. I would estimate we have maybe 10,000, 15,000 cars. So roundabout with the Model Ys in December, we come close to 150,000 cars that were produced and delivered in 2020 from Giga Shanghai. Looking into 2021, we do have the ramp up of the Model Y, and I think the ramp up will go really fast. In my last video where I was talking about the earnings call, and I have shown you all my pictures from Tesla official site, it seems like there are a lot of cars already produced and the line of cars coming out is really full. So it's looking really bullish for the Model Y side, and I think the demand with 100K in a few hours ordered in China is really not the issue. What I find pretty astonishing is how conservative Tesla is talking about the numbers they can achieve in 2021. Consider always that the 137,000 Model 3s were despite closing down the factory during the coronavirus. So adding all these information, all these circumstances we had in 2020 together, and having the ramp up of the Model Y in China this year as well, and even though Giga Berlin will open in the summer, hopefully, Tesla will still export cars to Europe. And when we take this all together, I think there's no question that Tesla could achieve around 400 to 500,000 cars in Giga Shanghai. And adding that to the Fremont capacity, which is pretty stable and has been pretty stable in the past years, I do believe that 900,000 are easily possible, and I think if there are no demand issues and no unforeseen circumstances coming in, I think 1 million cars are easily possible, especially guys, because we have to take in consideration that Giga Shanghai and Giga Fremont are not the only ones. We will add to that with hopefully Giga Texas, which I'm expecting in the second half of 2021, but Giga Berlin is already ahead of the game. So combining all that, I think the information coming out from China, especially that we will see more cars as Tesla has officially committed to, because there are really orders coming in for batteries, etc., that show that there is a much higher expectation of cars that will be sold. Looking into the second point, we had another analyst, Bill Zaleski, that increased the stock price target from $777 to $1,010. This is not the first analyst that actually has done that. There are more analysts that have been already increasing the price to close to $1,000, already above $1,000. So looking all into that, I must honestly say has been always the same common way what happened when we have a Tesla earnings call. After earnings call or before earnings call, the price has increased as like crazy. When the earnings call came out, mostly we had a lot of movements happening to the up and to the downside, and always when the noise is calming down and everyone has realized what the result is and everyone talked about and analyzed all the papers and numbers, then when the dust is getting away and everyone is relaxed, normally the Tesla stock price has constantly started to increase again, and I think we are close to the point that we will see now. We have seen a little dump, quote. I don't call it a big dump, but we have seen a downturn from close to $900 to $800 or $790 at some point. But I'm really confident that the price will turn in the next week to the upside again. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but just this is my personal opinion. For the last point, guys, we're going to look into the Tesla charging, but it's because it's still astonishing that all the competitors that Tesla has, all the other, if you can call them competitors, all the other car companies are still concentrating on making this perfect car, the perfect electric car to compete with electric cars in a way to Tesla, but they still have not understand that Tesla is offering more than a car. They are offering an entire charging system, and there is no company out there that has yet its own rights on a charging system. They are all having collaborations with big charging companies, but guys, they have not understood that yet, and that is the reason why I believe that Tesla will continue its lead in the industry, because Tesla is offering just so much more to the customer with the FSD, with the entertainment system, and now with updated Model S and Model X with even more range, they will be further ahead. If you did enjoy my video, do subscribe, and I wish